Hi Bobcats, this is Miss Lee, and this is a mini lesson on finding the area of trapezoids. So a trapezoid can be thought of as half of a parallelogram. So you see we have a parallelogram here, and if you remember, a parallelogram has two sets of parallel lines. The top and the bottom will be parallel, and the left and the right will be parallel. And their parallel lines are congruent. They are equal. So this bottom base length is the same as the top length. Okay, so we can slice our parallelogram in half diagonally, and it's going to give us two trapezoids. And trapezoids only have one set of parallel lines, the top and the bottom. So how do we get the formula for that of a trapezoid? If you think about it, the formula for a parallelogram is what? Area equals base times height. But we cut it into half, so we no longer have the full area. Instead, we have half of the area. So we went from area equals base times height to area equals 1/2 base times height. The problem is the base length. Our base length is no longer the same size as that of the parallelogram. Because when we split it in half, it cut up our base length into base 1 and base 2. We need to get this full base length back. If you look at this, take this second trapezoid, the base 2 length, if we put it up over here, what do you notice? It's the same length as the top of our trapezoid, isn't it? So we could call this the top of our trapezoid, base 2, and the bottom of our trapezoid, base 1, or the other way around, it doesn't matter. But if we add those two together, the top and the bottom together, it's going to give us our full base, isn't it? So let's go ahead and modify our formula. And instead of saying area equals 1/2 base times height, we're going to say area equals 1/2, and we're going to add the two bases together, base 1 plus base 2. So we'll put that inside parentheses, and then times the height, because the height didn't change when we cut our parallelogram into half, did it? So that's where the formula for the area of a trapezoid comes from. So let's use it. The base of a statue is in the shape of a trapezoid. Okay, so the base is a trapezoid. The bases of the statue are 7.8 feet and 4.6 feet. Its height is 6 feet. What is the area? All right, write your formula. Area equals 1/2 parentheses, base 1 plus base 2. A lot of people want to multiply those together, but you're supposed to add them, times the height. Now let's plug in our numbers. Area equals 1/2. The bases are 7.8 plus 4.6 times the height of 6. And now to solve it, we just do our math. First, you're going to do what's inside the parentheses. (7.8) plus 4.6 is going to be 12.4 times 6. And now remember, multiplication is commutative, so you can change the order and multiply whichever way you want to. I'm actually going to take half of 6 first, because that's real easy. Half of 6 is 3. So that's going to leave me 12.4 times 3, which I think is a lot easier math to do. So I'm going to come off to the side, take out my decimal, multiply whole numbers. 124 times 3, 12, 6 plus 1 is 7, 3, 372, and now I need one decimal place. So my area is going to equal 37 2/10 feet squared. And that is my answer. Okay, let's try practice problem number 2. The area of the trapezoid shown is 120 centimeters squared. So we know the area is 120 meters squared. Which equation could be used to find the height of the trapezoid? So if we look, the height is x. What else are we given in our trapezoid? We're given, this is base 1, this is base 2, or you could change it. This could be base 1, this is base 2. This is the height. So let's write our formula. area equals 1/2 parentheses base 1 plus base 2, close the parentheses, times the height. Plug in the numbers that you know. We know the area is 120, so replace the a with 120 equals 1/2. What are the bases? The bases are 14 plus 10 times the height, which we don't know, so it's going to stay, actually it's an x. That's the x. All right, so let's do we see anything like this? No, you can tell there are no parentheses in our answer choices, so that means they've done some math here. So let's do 120 equals 1/2, 14 plus 10 is 24, times x. Okay, I'm not seeing any 1/2, so that tells me they probably went ahead and took half of 24. So 120 equals half of 24 is 12 times x. Do we see this anywhere? We sure do, right here for B. 12 times x equals 120. All right, nice job.